Halo, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. How are you today? I hope you are always good healthy. Let me introduce myself. My name is Nafisah. I'm student of nursing from Asia Bandung University. By the way, do you know about TOEFL? Yes, TOEFL is one of the proficiency tests which have been applied by many universities to test English language skill. However, many students face the problem in answering the TOEFL, especially in section one which is about listening comprehension. So, I would like to present about tips and tricks for listening TOEFL Part C. So, how strategies for Part C listening question? Number one, preview the answer to the listening part C question. While you are looking at the answer, you should try to anticipate the question for each of the group of answer. You look the answer that already exists, then predict what kind of question will appear. Number two, focus your hearing on matter relating to the 5W question: what, who, when, where, how, why. Because a question around the 5W will always be there. Okay, number three, listen carefully to the first line of the talk. Anticipate the topic. What do the speaker talks about? Usually, the topic of conversation is the first line. Okay, let's move next to the next slide. Number four, as you listen to the talk, follow along with the answer in your textbook and try to determine the correct answer. Detailed questions are generally answered in order in the conversation, and the answer often sound the same as what is said on the recording. While listening, we predict the answer because between the first sentence until the next sentence, the answer will be consecutive, and then the answer is usually the same as the audio. Number five, you should guess even if you are not sure, and use any remaining time to look ahead at the answer to question that follow. So it's better to answer the question even if in doubt. Don't be empty. Okay. Okay. Next slide. For skill 10. For example, number one. This is answer to the question where. Number two, this is the answer is to the question who. And then number three, this is the answer for the question when. Okay, next. For scale 11 topic, beware of talking in the first sentence because that will usually be the topic. Okay. Uh, in the conversation, we focus of the beginning of the discussion. The topic of discussion in dialogue uh, is in the dialogue a woman. So the answer is A. Opening a bank account. Next, skill 12, the order of the answer. Okay, don't forget to the first sentence until the next sentence. The answer will be consecutive. In red rating, there are answers from several number is a sequence. So when listening to audio, we have to focus on the sequence. Okay. For example, number one, number two, number three, uh, the answer will be consecutive. Okay, the conclusion strategies for passive listening question. Preview the answer to the listening passive question. While you are looking at the answer, you should try to anticipate the question for each of the group of answer. Uh, focus. We are focused your hearing on matter relating to the 5W question. What, who, when, where, why. Listen carefully to the first line of the talk. Anticipate the topic. What do the speaker talk about? As you listening to the talk about along with the answer to your textbook and try to determine the correct answer. Detailed questions are generally answered in order in the conversation, and the answer often sound the same as what is said of on the recording. Use guess even if you are not sure, and use any remaining time to look ahead the answer to question that follow. Do something today that your future self will thank you for. Thank you so much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.